up, YouTube? It's your boy, that boy Joe Reacts. And I'm about to, react to a few clips, see how this dating scene is. All right, well, I know how it is, you know what I'm saying? But see other people's perspectives of how dating in 2026 is. So y'all check it out. Stay tuned.
Understand how dating in 2026 got this bad. Like, everybody's talking to multiple people, nobody wants to define anything. You catch feelings and suddenly you're moving too fast. You ask where things are going and now you're too intense. So basically you just gotta sit there, be cool, pretend you don't want what you want, and hope they pick you. That's a competition nobody signed up for.
Well, the thing is, little homie, everybody is pretty much butt hurt in society these days. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't been hurt in love, then you on your way. And the fact is, when you've been through some hurt in your life, you don't want to have that same shit repeat. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not adding value to my life, if you're not contributing rather than subtracting, then I gotta subtract your ass from my life. On to the next clip.
I'm the only person feeling this right now, but it's really starting to come off like dating in 2026 is really becoming pointless because nothing really feels genuine anymore. It's just really about you have to act a certain way or be a certain way just to keep people interested, where you can't come across as like too needy or too clingy, or you can't show that you're too interested. And I'm like, who really has time to play those type of games? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I'm really, fucking with a girl tough. I'm not about to sit up here and, front like, oh, I don't really care as much as I do. Like, no, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be excited to talk to you and actually be excited to want to go see you and everything. Like, I don't feel like shouldn't have to put on this act just to keep you interested, because if I really have to do that, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably not the person for me anyway. And I think another major problem when it comes to modern dating nowadays is the dating app and social media culture, where it doesn't feel like anybody really wants to build anything with anybody anymore, because you make one mistake, that person is already like looking through their DMs or are back on the dating apps trying to match with other people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, if you're going into it thinking that, well, if your expectations is perfection, you're gonna be looking forever, because the person in front of you might have like the majority of the qualities that you're looking for in a partner, but you're hung up on these 1 or 2 things that they might not have. So you go back on the apps thinking that, okay, maybe the grass is greener on the other side, and 9 times out of 10 it's really not, because the next person you're talking to might only see you for like, your body, your status or your resources, but they're not really looking to get to know you on a deeper level. And after that fizzles out, you're right back in square one, thinking like, damn, like, I might have really threw away something with somebody who might have been good for me, but I was just so hung up on these 1 or 2 things. And it's really going to be hard to build with somebody or really, try to form a genuine connection with somebody if that's your mentality going into dating. So yeah, after a while, it just becomes like exhausting, and it makes you really just want to check out the game altogether. Because like I said, if I have to go through all these like hoops just to keep somebody interested and put on this facade and can't be a certain way in the beginning just to keep you around, then I'd rather just like check out altogether. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm going into this with the intentions of really trying to build and form a genuine bond and connection with somebody. And if that's not possible, then at the end of the day, then it's really no point in doing this anymore. So I don't know, like, if you like have that mentality of really trying to, get to know somebody on a deeper level and really want to, have a genuine relationship with somebody, then I don't know, dating in 2026 might not really be for you, to be honest with you.
Well, my brother, what messed the game up is, yeah, you're right. Social media, dating apps definitely messed the game up. But what really messed it up is, I get it. Men have a lot of choices to choose from these days. Our attention span is bad. But what really messed it up is the fact that women, their attention span is low now. The fact that is so many opportunities and, you know, men to pick from the ladies' perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what messed the game up, because women ain't really tolerating shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You know, you're gonna have to tolerate some shit. That just comes with being in a relationship. But the thing is, man, women want a lot of things. You know, they want a provider, protector, but they not knowing that you have to compromise. It's gonna be some shit that I don't like, you know, that you do. It's gonna be some shit that you do that I don't like. But the thing is compromise, and women ain't willing to compromise because, you know, shit, everything is in their favor at an all-time high now. So that's my take on that. So on to the next clip.
26 and women are the reason why. People tell you loads of other reasons, but it's not that. Women are the reason why. And stick with me, I'll tell you why. I didn't say women are to blame. I said women are the reason why. This is the thing. I need to make an important distinction before I go into this video. Actually dating, courtship is hard in 2026. Finding an F-buddy, finding a friends with benefits is not hard. It's the easiest it's ever been. So it's important that for us to understand that distinction. Now, dating is hard in 2026 because the modern man is dealing with a profile of women that he has never had in history. We've never seen. Women are the most educated they've ever been. Women are the most achieving they've ever been. They outperform men in some platforms. Women are the most financially settled they've ever been in history. I'm not saying the wealth gap and the pay gap doesn't exist anymore. I'm just saying that if you compare the women of today to the women in history, they are the most financially settled, the most educated they've ever been. How do you think that affects the modern man? We don't know how to deal with it. You can see a lot of men today shut down at the idea of having to court a woman because everything we know about love and romance has been predicated on the fact that they have to be dependent on us in some way, usually financially, and that muddies the waters in a way. So when a woman is not dependent on you in any way, you strictly have to court her and woo her based on the caliber and quality of man you are. It completely changes the playing field. And that's exactly what's happening today. The modern man does not know how to deal with it. A lot of us don't, because it requires us learning the oppressive systems that we've learned, that we've grown up on. Patriarchy, misogyny, all of these things. And this is the thing. For you to be a modern man and keep up with the woman of today, if she's such inclined, a lot of the times women will mature faster than men, because based on the social hierarchy that women occupy, especially black women, a lot of the times they are forced to see the world in a way that black men will never see the world, because we can tap into a lot more systems than black women can. So a lot of the times they are in a position where they are forced to grow a lot more than everybody else. Do you understand? So for you to be a black man and keep up with that, you also have to be unlearning at the same pace that they are unlearning. I'm not saying it's impossible. There are loads of brilliant, you know, emotionally stable, achieving men who are able to nurture beautiful, talented, achieving, do you understand, financially settled women. There are loads of men like that. So this is not me saying, oh, men can't keep up. No, men can keep up. Some men can keep up. The question is, are you that sort of man or are you not? Simple. Forget the cho, forget all the talking. It's a very simple question. Are you able to keep up as a man or are you not? Simple.
Well, my brother, I do agree with you on some points. You know what I'm saying? That women, you know, they're definitely doing great in today's times. You know what I'm saying? However, I feel like women want a traditional man, but are not doing traditional things in today's times, you know? And the thing is, man, like, men, we know this, but you gotta adapt with the times, ladies. You know, like, y'all not cooking and cleaning no more. I mean, y'all might be doing that shit for yourselves, but you're not doing that for your man on a consistent basis. Hell, my grandma, man, she used to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we used to stay summers over there. Like, shit, she cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm like, damn, I don't even get this at the crib. You know what I'm saying? But shit, grandma cooking. So I'm saying, you know, times have changed, bro. Like, it all comes back to compromising. Like, You have to be self-aware and aware that times have changed. I'm saying really to the ladies, y'all gotta realize times have changed. You know, y'all no longer doing the things that y'all used to do. So you have to compromise and understand that from a man's perspective. That's all I'm saying. You know, shit, y'all making money, doing y'all thing, owning businesses, cool, I get it. But at the same time, man, like, you have to know if this person is bringing something to the table that is beneficial to you. And it might not be monetarily, but if it's beneficial to you and it's not subtracting from what you got going on, you gotta know, man, this person is an asset in my life. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, man, we gonna get a lady's perspective towards the end. You know, see how the ladies feel about dating, you know. So yeah.
I'm done dating in 2026. Like, I'm literally done dating. The reason why I'm done dating is because it's too many expectations. It's too many standards. It's too many, if you don't do this, then I'm not doing this. Or if you can't do this, then I don't need to do this. Or it's just too much. I feel like everyone has been hurt. And I feel like everyone is just like, it's just too much. I feel like it's too many rules to dating now. Like, it's like if a guy or a woman isn't doing a certain thing, it's like everybody wants to use everyone for money. If you don't want to use everyone for money, everyone's going for looks. Anyone's going for I just want to have sex, or I just want to casually date. Like, I think I should just stay single forever, because this generation is completely different. It just doesn't make sense. I think I'm done. Or I think I'm gay. I think I'm going to go with girls. I don't know. Come back later.
Well, Miss Lady, you right. You know what I'm saying? Like, times have changed, you know. I think the fact that, like I said, people attention span is bad, bruh. Like, there's so many dating apps and choices to choose from. You know, Instagram, you got Facebook, all this shit. But I think, you know, when it comes to using people for money, I think that's a woman's thing. I just gotta say, you know, men, we really don't be trying to use women for money. If you are, you know, that's sucker shit, you know. But I see that more from the ladies than anything, you know. Shit, if a man ain't making a certain amount of money, then, you know, they dissing them, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's shit. The world right now is in the favor of a woman. You know, women, like, shit, are doing great, fantastic in society right now. You know, it's at an all-time high, I would say that. But yeah, man, dating in these times have changed. It's a lot of choices to choose from. People have short attention spans, and that's just the world we live in. But somehow, you know, I still have hope of finding that true love. But man, like, shit, I ain't gonna be a sucker for the bullshit either. You know, peace of mind is everything. And from a man's perspective, man, we just want peace of mind. That's all. Ladies, peace of mind. But anywho, man, this has been a pleasure. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. You know, I'm trying to, you know, be more consistent. And yeah, till next time.